If this is true, this would break the internet, dude. This would be insane. What's going on, trainers? It's your boy Sergeant. We're back with another Pokemon video, man. Today we're going to be a little bit different, I think. Maybe, not really. But we're going to be talking about what I've seen coming across all social media and what the community, you guys, have been commenting on different X posts or different YouTube videos about what you're expecting, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And then I think I'm going to kind of try to do my best to kind of do like a little timeline or what I think they might talk about. This is just a fun little thing. We will be doing a live stream tomorrow. You're more than welcome to come in, pitch your ideas, and let's just have a talk about what you think you want to see live. You know, we'll do that. And I think it's going to be a fun little time for us as a community. But without further ado, man, let's just get into this thing. Now, first things first, Pokemon did release this tweet earlier today. Here we go. Trainers, February 27th, which is a week from today, 6 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. So for me, it's going to be 8 a.m. I will be live about maybe 30 minutes before, so about 7:30 Central. You're more than welcome to come on in. We're going to be live here on the channel and on Twitch, and links will be in the description down below. So earlier this morning, Nintendo of America actually quote tweeted and said, "Who's ready for Pokemon Day?" Which is weird because they normally really don't do that for Pokemon Day or the Pokemon Presents. So it might be a pretty big deal. And even an hour ago, this was earlier in the morning, even an hour ago, they posted the following tweet. Pokemon Day is 2/27, but you can celebrate early at select Best Buy stores on 2/22 with hands-on gameplay of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon TCG trade and play events and free giveaways while supplies last. So they're going to be doing a collaboration with Best Buy, which I think is very interesting. Let's go and check this out real quick. They're going to have a Pokemon Day event Saturday, February 22nd. So this is going to be in 2 days. So if you have a Best Buy near you and you live in one of these states, let's see, Texas. Well, we're not going to go that specific, but look it up, check it out, and feel free to go and enjoy the rest of the time with the community. I would love to go to one of these things and be part of the community and stuff like that. I think that would be awesome. Let's kind of go over everything that we think is going to happen with Pokemon Day and the Pokemon Presents. Now, some things that I've been seeing a lot of people asking for is a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon sequel, remake, or even something along the lines with a new Pokemon Rangers. I personally have never played any of the Mystery Dungeon. I know, sounds weird. I missed out. I really did. Crazy, but you know, hey, is it likely that it'll be shown? Not really, but I know that's what the community wants. So hey, you never know, we could be wrong. They might just come out of nowhere and just bam, here you go. You know, people are speculating we might get to see a little bit of the World Championships for 2025, maybe a little sneak peek. You know, it's going to be in Anaheim, California, so that would be kind of interesting to see something. I really don't think they'll spend a lot of time on it. Of course, everybody wants a new evolution form. This is the year of the Eevee. So if you could have a new Eevee form, put in the comment section down below, what typing would you want it? I personally would love a ghost type. I would love a ghost type Eevee. That would be so sick. We have fighting, we got flying, we got dragon would be insane. You know, it's one of those things where it could be hit or miss. We don't know if it'll happen, but hey, hopefully it does. Now, an interesting choice that I saw was having X and Y remakes before the release of Legends ZA, so people can have a recap, because not everybody had a DS or a 3DS, you know, whenever it came out to play in Kalos. Would you really like an X and Y remake? And it really depends on who's working on it, right? But if that's the case, and that means Legends ZA is gonna have to be pushed back later into the year, more like around fall, winter, and the remakes would have to be released probably within the next month, right? Kind of like how they did the BDSP remakes, and then like a couple months later, Legends Arceus came out. Still a weird release time frame like that. I don't know. It was just really weird. I think X and Y remakes would be kind of fire. I just don't like the thought of Legends ZA being pushed back even further. Now, the next thing that the community is wanting is Gen 5 remakes. Oh man, we have been talking about Generation 5 remakes for the longest time, and sometimes it kind of feels like, are we ever gonna get it? Is it copium? You know, what is that what we're doing? We're just coping. But there was a recent leak that came out. I want to cover that very quickly. It does focus around that, but let's check it out real quick. A new rumor surfaced regarding the final announcement of Pokemon Day. Every leak that I've covered has said Gen 5 remakes will be the very last thing they talk about, even after Legends ZA. Apparently they're going for the names Pokemon Truth, Black, and Ideals White. Now, before I continue, please take this with a grain of salt. This is just wild. I don't even know what to expect of this, but apparently it's going to be the final announcement of the Pokemon Presents, foreshadowed by a Zekrom and a Reshiram plush. So remember, anytime Ishihara takes the stage and does his little speech, everybody's going to be looking at the background, looking at the plushie, seeing what they can try to figure out. It's all good. We've all been there. Pokemon from generations 1 through 5 will be attainable alongside regional forms and evolutions from future generations. Pokemon Sleep will be transferable over, and they will appear in Dream Balls with their hidden abilities. Trading and battling with Scarlet and Violet is planned, but it will not be available upon release. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. The routes from Black and White 2 are available to explore in a post-game. And there's going to be additional episodes like DOC, like they did with Scarlet and Violet. The two currently planned are Episode Gray, where you must stop Neo Team Plasma, and the Shadow Triad from capturing Kyurem, and Episode Pink, which focuses on new lore for Enamorus. Each DLC will add about 200 Pokemon to the game. And the trailer is going to camera pan over a giant chasm before the Terra symbol flashes, then the screen goes to black. Very similar to what they did to us last year when they did the Mega Evolution, right? And then it went to black. So this is not the first time that I've heard terrestrialization being a potential thing with Black and White remakes. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm kind of like up in the air. I really don't know what to expect. Again, lately the leaks have been kind of like lackluster or repetitive or way far-fetched, you know? Yeah, crazy. There is one last thing that I do see a lot of people wanting, and I know I would personally, if they had to push back Legend ZA, the only way that I would feel comfortable with it is if they provide us an entire remake of the old generations. The Pokemon games are the only ones that have not been able to make it to Nintendo Online, right? Shout out to the Hidden Power podcast, man. These guys came up with some concepts, I think, and I think this is something we definitely got to talk about. A new rumor suggests coming up classic Pokemon's port collection. It contains generations 1 through 3, Pokemon Memories, which would be Red, Gold, Ruby, and Fire Red. Oh god, that'd be so fire. And Pokemon Reminiscence, which would be Blue, Silver, Sapphire, and Leaf Green. Yellow, Crystal, and Emerald for digital purchase. It does support Pokemon Home and expected for a March 13 release. If this is true, this would break the internet, dude. This would be insane. I mean, just look at this mock-up art for this Switch case. Like, you have, you know, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Pikachu. Then you got Ho, Lugia, Suicune, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Fire Red, Charizard, and Leaf Green Venusaur. This would be insane, dude, if they did this. Let's take a look at the leak. Alright, so Pokemon Memories and Reminiscence are both collections of Gen 1 through 3, co-developed by Nintendo, presumably Nerd. They do NSO emulators, and the Pokemon Works. Now remember, we haven't heard anything yet about Pokemon Works. That was a separate company that they subcontracted or they purchased or whatever the case is, and they were going to be taking over after the whole BDSP debacle thing, right? So Pokemon Works is a studio that was formed with ILCA and TCP. So we're excited to see what they've been working on. If this is it, bro. Memories includes Red, Gold, and Ruby, and Fire Red, while Reminiscence includes Blue, Silver, Sapphire, and Leaf Green. Yellow, Crystal, Emerald are standalone digital only, but are included as a download code bonus in the physical double pack. And digital versions released same day, physical releases on March 13th. Not sure about pricing, it wasn't shown. Digitally, all games in the collection are available standalone too. They're individual apps. A big talking point in the presentation is that because all games in the collection will have two-way home support, the gap between Gens 1, 2, and 3 has officially been bridged. Now it says you can get the Gen 3 ribbons and contest/battle memory ribbons on Generation 4 through 9 Pokemon that are available in Gen 3, right? So anything that's in Paldea that's originally from Gen 3, you can bring them in, they can get the ribbons and stuff like that. Home support will be rolled out per generation though, not available right away. There's no timeline that was given for online play. There was no timeline given. Online play is mentioned, but other than stating that you can use the link features, they showed Gen 1 trade, Gen 2 battle, Ruby Sapphire contest, Fire Red Leaf Green Union Room, MAA, whatever that is. I don't have access to the rest of the presentation other than the headlines: Pokemon Go, Masters, TCGP, Sleep tie-in events, animation updates, and the ZA trailer. Now this is interesting because this kind of ties into how I thought the presentation was going to go, right? So I think now's a perfectly good time to transition into that segue. But if this is true, man, this would be so amazing. So I can definitely see him starting off. Of course, Ishihara's going to be there talking on the, Pokemon Presents thing, the plushies in the back. It's all good. And I think they'll start off with maybe like any potential collaborations that they have planned. Pokemon Works, they'll probably touch base on. Maybe they'll start off with memories and reminiscence. Who knows? That'd be fire. But I think they'll get that little stuff out of the way. Maybe talk about any more animation projects they have coming up. I know they released that Dragonite trailer, which I still haven't seen, so I definitely got to check it out. But I heard good things. Then I think they'll move on to the mobile era, right? So they'll talk about Masters EX, maybe some updates coming to that. Pokemon Cafe, which I think is coming to an end. Talk about Pokemon Sleep, maybe a new Mon coming to the game. Pokemon Go, the Community Day in March, maybe. Then we get to the big dog, Pokemon TCG Pocket, because we know TCG Pocket has a new set that's supposed to be released probably next week, if not the day of, which is going to be the new A2A set, right? FaceTime SmackDown equivalent of Mythical Island. This is definitely got to be based on either Arceus or Giratina. I really hope it's Arceus with a Giratina in it, because we definitely need an immersive rare for Arceus. I think that would be so crazy. If they threw in an immersive for like Bidoof, that would be like all, fun and games, but I think that would be hilarious. There's no guarantee that they might touch base on it, but they are expected to have the brand new set releasing probably around April 30th, right? And that's going to be the new set taking over Space Time SmackDown. That would be the 3-month period, since they are releasing a brand new expansion every 3 months. For you TCG Pocket fans, I know, I'm sorry, you guys took a poll. Y'all wanted some more TCG Pocket video content, and I will be bringing that to the channel, so bear with me. I'm so sorry for that. If they touch base on Scarlet and Violet, I really don't think they will, unless they're talking about any more raids coming to the game, because right now I think they brought back Iron Leaves and Walking Wake for like the 15th time, and hey, if you haven't gotten it by now, now's your chance. I really don't think they'll do too much unless they're gonna do like a mystery gift giveaway or some new mini DLC or something. I don't know. I think Scarlet and Violet's already on its last leg. The competitive scene is doing very well. I enjoyed my time in the competitive scene, but I think it's ready to move on to Gen 10. I think Legends ZA is gonna take us there and guide us the way to coast through Generation 10. But Scarlet and Violet holds a deep place in my heart, man. Then with Pokemon Unite, I believe there's going to be introductions of new characters. I know a Alolan Raichu was leaked to actually show up in the game, so I hope they actually show on that. I've heard rumors of Electivire and Magmortar, so if it's those three, who knows? But I know with Pokemon Unite, they should be releasing some more information on that as well. Then after that, I think this is the creme de la creme. I think at this point, we'll see something go black. Then we'll start to, see some Pokemon running through a city, kind of like they did in the Legends ZA trailer, but more finished, more refined. Maybe go into like a sewer thing, dark alleyways like they predicted the gameplay would be like, or something, and just show us some gameplay footage, maybe some mechanics, maybe nothing too crazy. It'll probably be like gameplay footage, not official, or something like that, right? Another trailer for Legends ZA. Maybe we get a potential release date. I would love that. And then finally, it moves on to whatever else they have planned left, whether it is the Gen 5 remakes or not, or maybe a sneak peek into Generation 10. We don't know, but that would be the biggest thing for last. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. What are y'all expecting? What are you hoping for? Make sure to join the live stream tomorrow. We're gonna be trying to do maybe like a bingo thing for Pokemon Day. We'll be live, we'll be talking about it, and share your ideas, your thoughts, and your opinions. Y'all are always welcome. And thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. But that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's been your boy Sarge. I love you guys. Stay safe out there, man. Stay warm. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.